episode 104 of the All the Book Show, the official podcast of the David A. Howe Public Library, where we talk book news, author news, and literary news. And I'm Eric Mickles.
I'm Nick Gunning.
Hey.
I don't know. I guess I'm just a little sad going back to the canned music after we had Ben here live, playing everything. It was so dynamic.
Yeah.
That quiet little guy.
He has a palpable energy.
He does.
That
anyone who knows Ben will say he's just a little spitfire, just bouncing around.
Yeah.
It's like, Ben, stop talking. But
it's the difference between a cloudy day and the sun just shining right on you, burning the skin right off your body.
Yeah, exactly. So I still love the theme, but having it live, I don't know. We need to get a rotation of like buskers to come in and play those sweet chords.
Buskers.
Did I say I'm Nick Gunning? Because I am.
Yeah, you're Nick Gunning.
Okay, and you're Eric Mickles.
You were like,
all right. Yeah, I know. I was sad. Yeah. I was noticeably sad. 104 episodes in. Wow, what a milestone, right?
Yeah.
I guess it's not really.
This is our 1 year.
No.
Oh.
Well, okay. Here's the thing.
Okay.
By when we count just in weeks, this would be the 2-year mark.
52 weeks.
But when you look on the calendar, our first episode was August 21st, which is next week.
Oh, weird.
And we're talking 2 years, not 1 year. You keep saying 1 year like a fool, but it's 2 years.
Hey, you know what?
What?
That's because I'm always in the honeymoon stage.
That's right.
So,
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Well, today we're going to visit the Hugo Awards.
Yay!
As you recall in an earlier episode, do you know off the top of your head which one that was?
No, it's the one where we called You Got My Pulitzers and You Got Your Pulitzers in My Hugo Awards.
Yes, we covered it's episode 87. We covered the nomination, so hopefully between now and then you've read a couple, so you know what we're talking
about what might win.
Yeah, we did. So today we're going to discuss the Hugo Awards, which were just announced on August 11th.
We've discussed.
So nice and fresh.
We didn't discuss it in 2015, because that's when we started.
We did.
Oh, did we have time?
About it. Yeah, winners? We talked a little about it. Yeah.
But then we talked about it in 2016.
Yeah, we didn't do a full in-depth in 2015, but we did discuss them. Anyway, we're going to be talking about that a little later, but before, we got all sorts of news to get to.
Yeah.
Things we've been reading.
Yeah.
Upcoming books.
Yeah.
New York Times bestsellers.
Yeah.
A lot of fun stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm underselling
road work
because it actually
going
is
down
going to
the
be
street.
a lot of fun. But
so that's heavy news. If you're going down 87.
Wow.
No, I don't.
I like where you were going. You were so committed. I was like, "What's going on, Eric?" And our roving traffic girl, Heather. She's up in the helicopter.
Hi, Nick. Listen.
Hey, Heather.
You're going down 87.
Okay.
Don't. Turn right around.
Okay.
Okay. It's
good
a one-way.
That's great news for all our commuters.
Yeah.
Great.
Hey, you haven't returned my calls.
Okay, Heather, we got to go. All right, back to the in studio. That's great. Eric, what the heck have you been? Can I say heck? Do we still have our clean rating?
I wanted to know if I could say.
Well, maybe you shouldn't test it.
Okay.
But what have you been reading?
It rhymes with Throne of Glass.
Oh, okay. I don't think so. No. Let's talk bookmark. What's on your to-read list?
Should I talk actual books first and then the other stuff?
I think you should start right in with the graphic novels. Just go strong.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess the other stuff is even less.
Oh boy! All right,
we'll start with the graphic novels. I'll go.
I'm going to turn the egg timer over so you know. There you go.
Okay.
Tick tick tick.
I read Suicide Squad Volume 2, Going Sane.
Oh.
From writer Rob Williams. Mm-hmm. This is the new rebirth of Suicide Squad.
Sure is.
I didn't like it.
Oh, well.
That much.
What are you going to do?
Here's the thing.
Yep.
On my soapbox about the Suicide Squad.
Okay.
The idea, what makes the Suicide Squad as a concept compelling is that you're taking villains who aren't superheroes, so they're bad guys in general.
Yeah.
And then they're going on missions that are supposed to be black ops.
Mm-hmm.
The other part about it that's interesting is that they're the Suicide Squad, so they're going on suicide missions in which some of them. So in other series, in like the original '80s series, they would send characters who they would then kill off.
Wow.
Like in issues, and it wasn't just like, look how serious I am. I killed off this Z-lister in issue 1, and then no one else dies.
Right.
But in these, with this run, it's now the movie cast of characters
who have
in
no
the previous
powers.
ones. It was bigger characters, and so the level of the threat level of these characters dying is gone completely because they're not going to kill off Harley Quinn.
Probably not.
They're not going to kill off Deadshot.
No. That's no way to make money.
So it's no longer really a Suicide Squad.
You're right.
Also, the comics for like the past, I guess, 2 previous volumes and now this one, they deal with very insular problems. Like everything is always just a prison riot or something going wrong in their hidden base, and it's no longer like them going out and doing missions.
Right.
And that wouldn't be such a
problem.
problem.
I read the first volume of this, and we do have both volumes of Rebirth Suicide Squad right here in the graphic novel collection.
They go fight Zod.
Yeah.
Like that, like they would survive fighting a gigantic Zod.
I don't think so.
it wouldn't be such a problem if I didn't feel like superhero comics in general are very insular in their threats. Like, all supervillains seem to be like, I'm just attacking these heroes just because I want to attack the I miss kind of like villains are doing something and the heroes have to go out, or like adventures where the hero. I guess the world is too small now. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The world's so small you can't just like, oh, we've gone to this exotic location, Texas.
Right.
It's no big deal. Yeah. So I don't know.
I'd be a little scared to go into Texas.
Yeah.
Pick a fight. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd say exotic, but, you know.
All right. So that's what I read. Yeah. I'm reading, and we're going to talk about this later.
Okay.
I mean, we'll talk about it now. My Goodreads is frozen. Okay. I'm reading the 5th season.
Okay.
That's by N.K.
Jemisin. Yeah.
It's hard getting into it.
Okay.
And it's a fantasy book, and I definitely have to just accept that I have a harder time with fantasy than I do science fiction.
Preach.
Here's a reason.
Okay.
When you read a science fiction book, even if it's in the far-flung future, even if it's like, we've been thousands of years from Earth, we haven't seen that blue planet since, well, my grandfather doesn't remember, blah, blah, blah. They're still people. They still exist in a world where Caesar led Rome, where World War II happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And in a fantasy book, you could say, like, yeah, these are basically humans, but who knows? Like, it's all very alien cultures. And so if you don't, like, explain or find a point that I can relate to right away, I feel like I'm reading poetry and not good poetry for a while.
Yeah, that's always my struggle. It's you really have to commit yourself to getting used to a whole new world, and if that's not done well,
what also really the problem is, as I'm reading this 5th season, I guess they're people who control Earth, like tectonic plates and all of that. But as I'm reading it, I keep thinking about like. And this I'm not doing this on purpose. I'm just reading it, and then suddenly I start thinking of Mistborn, the Brandon Sanderson series,
oh, sure.
and thinking about like how I enjoyed parts of that and everything. Series. And so I'm like, oh, this book's not. If anything, it's reminded me of a book that I enjoyed better.
Yeah.
So
I wish I was reading another book.
Yeah.
That's not the goal of most authors.
Well, I'm reading this because it won the Hugo last year.
Okay.
This is a trilogy.
Okay.
The 3rd book just came out, and we've ordered the 3 of these.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to have to read the 2nd one.
Wow.
I don't know why.
Wow.
So,
going
a little
all
sizzle.
in. Okay.
I watched Lion, which is also based off of a book, which is based off of a true story.
Based off of real life, sure. Yeah.
So, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
The first half is just about the little boy being lost in India. And then the second half is after he gets adopted by Nicole Kidman and David Wenham of Faramir of Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
And the second half, it kind of loses focus because he starts looking for his parents, and it's kind of like a fever dream for a while.
I can never watch this movie.
I know. Yeah.
The premise of this movie would just...
Yeah.
I'd never sleep
you should
again.
Stay away from that. Yeah. I mean, I just looked at my corgi mix and I was like,
Yeah.
what if Scooter was on a train?
Yeah.
He can't ask for help.
No,
he doesn't
can't.
speak the language.
He certainly can't.
No one would know his name.
I agree.
So
it'd be rough. I watched the Johnny Depp movie Transcendence over the weekend.
Wow.
And you know what?
Uh-huh.
It was better than I thought.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It went in a totally different direction than what I expected, and I was pleasantly surprised by it.
Congrats.
I get why people don't like it.
Okay.
But I liked the odd turn it took, so
all right.
I'll give it some minor points there.
Because he's kind of like not a good character. He's like a villain.
It's the ambiguity of it is one of the things that makes it interesting. Yeah. I think it's worth watching.
What's he like in the movie?
Oh, zing.
Hey, also book-ish related.
Okay.
Me and my wife finally caught up on the new season of Game of Thrones.
Okay,
so
sure.
4
That's
episodes
definitely
in. We got to watch yesterday's episode soon.
Oh.
Because this is past the books.
Yeah.
So all you book readers, you ain't got nothing to hold over my head.
Yeah.
I read the first book. It was very depressing. I will never read any more of that series.
Wow.
So
my brother likes them.
Yeah, I mean, I get why people do like them,
Yeah.
but I was just under like a dark cloud that entire 800-page read.
Speaking of adaptations, do you know this new Michael Keaton movie? Michael Keaton and Dylan...
The American Assassin.
Whatever his name is. Yeah, American Assassin.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Is based on a Vince Flynn novel.
Oh.
They totally... It's right there. It's right here on my desk.
Bury the lead.
I know. Yeah.
So.
I didn't know that at all.
No.
So it's a page-to-screen adaptation.
How'd you figure that out?
I can't remember. I think I was just looking up Michael Keaton, as I do occasionally.
Huh.
So, Michael Keaton is best known for the 1980s Terry Garr film Mr. Mom, I think is what people, when they think of Michael Keaton, they probably think of that. So, anyway.
Okay.
That made me a little more interested now that I know that it's an adaptation from a book. It makes me think like maybe there'll be a little more to it. I haven't read Vince Flynn, but he's on our book club list coming up. So, anyway. Is that all you got for your bookmark?
Is that all I got? I watched 4 episodes of Game of Thrones, Lion, read a... The problem with the book is I read like 70 pages over the course of like 5 days because I just wasn't getting into it.
Oh, yeah.
And then
been there.
Over the weekend, I'm like, so then I read like another 70 pages just right there.
Right.
And it was better in that one sitting.
Oh,
I think it might just need that. I think it's just not a book I can just pick up.
You got to go into a room, barricade the door.
Ooh, but I have a reason to finish it now because I was at Barnes & Noble and I found the hard-to-find Darth Maul Lockdown book. That's the one where Darth Maul is put in a inescapable prison. And so he has to escape.
Look out. The Suicide Squad breaks him out, if I recall.
No.
Is that right? I'm pretty sure they do.
No.
I'm pretty sure they do.
I actually think this is... it happens during the Darth Plagueis book as well. Like, Palpatine's like, go and do this for me.
So pretty good.
Now.
All right.
So I really want to finish the 5th season so I can read it. Do you remember when Force Awakens came out and all I could do was read Star Wars books?
I do remember,
it was like 8 Star Wars books in a row and I wasn't done.
Yeah. You're on a roll.
Yeah. Well, guess what? We got a Star Wars movie coming out.
I know we do.
Legit Star Wars movie. No knock on Rogue One. I enjoyed it.
No.
Nick didn't.
Definitely didn't.
Nick's a poopy pants.
I didn't like it.
Oh, I still need to read Catalyst and Rogue One, the novelization.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll do that after Lockdown.
Sure.
Nice.
All right.
Do you think Lockdown is still canon? Do you think Darth Maul doing a Prison Break episode is still canon? I need to know.
I do. Let's check with Wentworth Miller.
Okay.
All right, me? My turn?
I think
Are you done?
so, yes.
You're gonna, okay.
Oh, man.
Is this? I think we call this a filibuster. I think is what's happening right now.
I wanted to bring up...
Okay.
Because when I went to go buy Lockdown, I wanted to bring up... I almost went insane at Barnes & Noble buying this book.
Okay.
Because I went into the DVD/CD section just to browse the CDs, and I got asked if I needed any help.
Oh.
No, thank you.
Okay.
I went over to look at the new releases of books, the young adult ones. Somebody came up and asked me if I needed help. No, thank you.
Yeah.
Went up to see if they had Day by Day Armageddon. They didn't. I was right at the author. He's like, I was like, do you need any help? I'm just looking for this. Guy goes off and looks on the computer and tells me he doesn't have it, which I can see.
Right.
So no thank. So then I go look for an XCOM 2 novelization over in the novelization section. They don't have it. Guy asked me if I need any help. Same guy who asked me while I was looking for Day by Day. Wow. He then asked if I like apocalypse fiction.
Maybe he just thought you seemed cool.
He asked if I like apocalypse fiction.
Maybe he recognized you from all the books.
I was just looking for something like World War Z.
Yeah.
He asked if I like Stephen King. I say, sometimes.
Yeah.
He then walks me over to Joe Hill and explains to me the plot of Fireman.
Okay.
And if I wanted that. So I leave. I get asked if I need help by 2 more people. And not only do they not have what I'm looking for, I don't need help in a book. It's just, it was very frustrating.
And you felt that was a necessary topic.
It just drove, it drove me. And then I saw them. I don't know. I wish I could have just wore a sign like, no, I don't need help. But they wouldn't have.
Yeah, they would have been like, great shirt. Do you need any help?
I guess it's not something to complain at.
No,
because
not at all.
You don't find that annoying?
I do find it annoying. Yeah.
5 different people.
I never want help. I know.
In a Barnes & Noble.
But some people do, and some people are afraid to ask. Some people won't seek help.
Look, so, I guess this isn't
I see both sides, I guess is what I'm going to say.
I guess this isn't a real issue.
I see your point. I also see Trent from Barnes & Noble's point. So I'm guessing he was a Trent. Okay.
All
right.
Can we also mention, this is going to be real quick, but... pure silence? Okay. Sorry.
All right.
Dreams of Dragons. So that was the last Game of Thrones book.
Okay.
That was in 2011.
Long time ago.
The HBO shows surpassed the books and is going to be ending soon. Last book came out 6 years ago. George R. R. Martin's published other books that aren't Game of Thrones.
Maybe he's got writer's block. Maybe he doesn't know how to end it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I don't know anything about the man other than he looks like a crusty sea captain.
He sure does, who has like a Newfoundland dog at home. Yeah,
exactly.
Keeps a lighthouse burning every day.
Yeah. Hey guy, why are you eating baked beans right out of the can? Move along, sailor.
Yeah.
That's my George R. R. Martin.
You think he read the 6th Game of Thrones book? Was like, this is terrible. What have I? And threw it away. Threw it in a fire.
I think he did.
No one can read this.
Yeah.
He's like you. He has a computer he has an older computer that has no internet connection.
Oh, he's off the grid.
Yeah. So if anybody,
Johnny Depp in that movie still could have figured out a way.
If anybody, would have a machine, that could get a copy of
Time Fox
off a floppy disk.
Oh my gosh! Well, it's not like he's writing. I'm sure he's got plenty of time to print me off a copy of Time Fox.
Yeah, and maybe break you off a piece of a Kit Kat bar.
That was so stupid. That was so stupid.
All
right. Let me
one
tell
more
you.
thing.
No.
I'm kidding.
Here's okay. I finished all my books right before the last time, so I haven't finished anything since last week. But here's what I'm on. I'm currently reading Batman Black and White.
Finish anything?
No, because I hadn't started anything last time. I finished it like that morning, so I had
not even a graphic novel. Wow.
No, so I'm reading Batman Black and White, which is a collection of, I guess, noir Batman stories by different authors.
I thought you had started this.
No, I just had picked it up. Some are bad, some are good. Neil Gaiman had a really great one.
That's the one where the Joker and Batman are talking like they're on a show.
It's like scenes. Yeah. That was really good. I like that a lot. There's a couple that have been really good, and a couple that have just been kind of like melodramatic.
I don't know if it's in my copy, but there is a copy of Neil Gaiman's Whatever Happened to the Cape Crusader that had a copy of that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty funny because he's like, his Joker's mom doesn't really know what he does for a living.
Yeah.
As a character in this.
Yeah. It was that was fun. So I'm liking that. It's a mixed bag, but I'm enjoying it. I'm reading The Surgeon by Tess Gerritsen.
Okay. Are there any what's the most recent story in that Batman book?
Oh, I don't know.
Is it older?
It seems to be older. I mean, it came out quite a while ago.
All right, and The Surgeon. You're reading The Surgeon.
The Surgeon, yep. It's the first Rizzoli Niles book. We're reading book 2, because that's the true start of the series for page turners, so I'm going back and reading this one.
And you've never read Rizzoli?
No, I have. I've read a couple of the more recent ones. I just kind of picked it up. They're pretty standalone, so it didn't really matter.
Okay.
But I figured I'd go back and start from the beginning so we could talk about it at the book club.
Sure.
Book club is currently reading Nobody Knows by Mary Jane Clark, part of her Key News series. And the other book club, Contemporary Classics, is just finishing up Where'd You Go, Bernadette, and then we're moving on to Northanger Abbey by Jane Austen.
Right.
We're going to do a nice classic while we're doing History Week here at the library, so that's coming up. I also picked up a little slim volume called On Tyranny, 20 Lessons from the 20th Century by Tim Snyder. It's been really good so far. It's basically it's 20 chapters, and it's just taking a little look at history, and I think it's doing a really good job of just distilling and breaking down how subtle little things can really change society. So I think especially now, it's an interesting read and one that we should and will have in the collection. So I'm enjoying it so far. And I think maybe it's just a good reminder that the purpose of this library, and hopefully all libraries, is for everybody to be able to come and have free access to information, to learning, entertainment, whatever. It's just it's a free space for people to go, and that's everyone. It doesn't matter. Race, gender, religion, any of that doesn't matter. And the only thing I guess that we would stop would be any kind of hate or violence or terror. There's just no place for any of that kind of thing here. And I think that this book is just kind of, I don't know, it puts that in a really good perspective about how little things can make a big difference in society. So it's a powerful book. And I would recommend it. So check it out.
Well, this was Real Talk with Nick and Eric.
Yes, I'm sorry. All right, we'll go back to being fun. It's just been weighing on my mind, and so
jazz on jazz on jazz.
Yes, thank you. All right, let's look at upcoming book news. I pulled a couple of large print because they're sneaking up on me. These are coming out in September.
That's kind of surprising.
What?
Because the print's so large.
I know, you can see it from a mile away. Hello, Sunshine by Laura Dave.
Oh.
From Laura Dave, author of the addictive, winning, and critically acclaimed bestseller 800 Grapes, comes a new novel about the secrets we keep even from ourselves. Sunshine Mackenzie has it all until her secrets come to light.
Yeah, it's hard to keep secrets when you talk in your sleep.
Yeah, I heard the secret. No, I didn't. All right. Also, In a Perfect World by Laura Kasich. In a Perfect World is a critically acclaimed writer, Laura Kasich's new novel of marriage, motherhood, and the choices we make when we have no choices left. Kasich, the author of The Life Before Her Eyes, tells the story of Giselle, a young flight attendant who's just settled into a fairy tale life with her new husband and stepchildren. But as a mysterious new illness spreads rapidly throughout the country, she begins to realize that her marriage, her stepchildren, and their perfect world are all in terrible danger. Yeah. To find out what danger, you're going to have to come back in September and look at the new large print section.
They're probably in trouble of some Big Little Lies.
Could be.
Yeah.
Could be. New from Ellen Hildebrand, book 4 in her winter series. I've actually read the first in this series. Look out. Raise one last glass with the Quinn family at the Winter Street Inn. It's been too long since the entire Quinn family has been able to celebrate the holidays under the same roof, but that's about to change. With Bart back safe and sound from Afghanistan, the Quinns are preparing for a holiday more joyous than any they've experienced in years. And Bart's safe return isn't the family's only good news.
Bart.
Kevin is enjoying a married life with Isabel. Patrick is getting back on his feet after paying his debt to society. Ooh. Ava thinks she's finally found the love of her life, and Kelly is thrilled to see his family reunited at last. But it just wouldn't be a Quinn family gathering if things went smoothly.
That's true. Quinns are highly volatile.
I know. A celebration of everything we love and some of the things we endure. Family,
yeah.
am I right?
All right.
About the holidays. Winter solstice is Ellen Hildebrand at her festive best.
Okay. Here's the... You say yours first, because mine's maybe a little bit more important of a question. So you go first.
Mine is not related to this book at all, so if you got a question about this book, go for it.
When's the last time you read a good character named Quinn?
The TV show Sliders, starring Jerry O'Connell.
Wow. So you're going to pick Sliders before Dr. Quinn.
Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman?
Yeah.
That is a tough call. That's a tough call.
They weren't contemporaries.
She was doing the best with what she had.
Is that
Dr.
from the
Quinn.
song?
No, I'm just saying. Okay. She's just out there in the frontier,
Yeah.
woman doctor, no husband.
Yeah.
Maybe. Because he shows back up. But is it really him?
Oh
He's
my
got
God.
the eye patch. It's hard to say.
Yeah.
What's she going to do with Sully? Their
You know-
romance their romance is just blossoming. Here we go, Dr. Quinn's dead husband, maybe returning. We don't know if it's him. And all the while, she has to practice medicine.
Yeah.
You know what? You're right. Because Jerry O'Connell's just sliding around with John Rhys Davies.
Dr. Quinn.
That's fun.
Every Tuesday at 8, followed by Star Trek Voyager.
On PAX TV.
I did not expect
Ridiculous.
you to... I mean, I guess I shouldn't have been surprised.
Yeah,
Were
you
you
shouldn't
reading
have been.
Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman books as well as a kid?
No, none of
He's a
that.
real patriot.
Writing them, certainly.
Yeah. Nick, you're making a great
Why
male
do you
nurse.
ask me? Do you
Thanks,
have a
Dr. Quinn.
Quinn that you like?
No, you just said it. I was like,
Just
when's
curious.
the last good,
Okay.
Quinn?
Well, here's a bit of a mystery, a bit of a riddle, if you will. On our advanced
Enigma?
notices, there's a little line that says, "New legal thriller, John Grisham, October 24th, 2017."
Yeah.
All the other ones have titles and specifics. I can't find any mention about this book anywhere. So either they just were thinking Camino Island, because that's the second one from this year. So, or there really is another one coming out, and it's like gonna sneak up on us all. I don't know what I just said. Sneak up on us all. So maybe there'll be a new Grish.
New legal thriller on Barnes & Noble. October 19th,
does it say it?
2017.
So maybe something's a brewing. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a Theodore Boone. Could be. I have no idea.
Ooh, hold on.
Oh, you got something? Look at you, little
So,
detective.
This Barnes & Noble...
Did the character Ghost Rider from the PBS show?
This title will be available October 24th, 2017. This is pretty good.
Yeah.
Hold on now.
Okay.
It's John Grisham. It's called The Rooster Bar.
Yeah.
We made friends with a paralegal.
Yes, we did.
Called Rooster. Who, last time we saw him, was starting up his own firm.
Yeah.
I think we affected the time stream more than we know.
Oh, my gosh.
I think John Grisham's writing a book about...
The ripples from that 100 episodes, we don't know when they're going to stop.
No.
We touched a lot
You're
of
gonna have
lives
to
that
read
day.
this now.
I will have to read it. Yeah, we might even be in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clint McGavin might get a name. Yeah.
True, it could be.
So The Rooster
Could
Bar
be.
is October 24th by John Grisham.
The Rooster Bar. Okay, so you got a title. All right, well then there you go, folks. You heard it from the horse who's Eric's mouth. Eric, do you need...
The horse who's Eric?
Who is Eric?
Who
yeah.
is Eric's mouth?
Eric, you look lost over there. You need any help?
I look lost?
Can I help you? Can I help you find something?
No, thank you.
Okay. Well, what about Joe Hill? Are you a fan of Joe Hill?
I've read a comic by him.
Okay. Well, new from Joe Hill, coming October 24th, we have Strange Weather, 4 short novels, a collection of 4 chilling novels, ingeniously wrought gems of terror from the brilliantly imaginative #1 New York Times best. Really?
Strange Storms, you could say?
Strange Weather. He was he hit #1 in the New York Times bestseller list. Joe Hill.
Was it The Fireman?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Wow.
Maybe
okay.
once.
Well, I mean, unless he's lying here. Yeah. So the stories are Snapshot.
You know what?
Aloft.
Yeah.
Rain, and Loaded.
Okay.
These are the novellas collected within Strange Weather.
You know what,
so if you're a Joe Hill fan like Eric,
yep,
they'll show you right where to go at Barnes & Noble, and we'll have it here late October.
You know what causes strange weather?
Tell me.
Strange magic.
Ooh, strange magic. Boy, you're sampling a lot of songs today. We've had the Romantics. We've had Secrets That You Keep, Talking in Your Sleep.
Oh, okay, that's
the Romantics.
Romantic,
Yeah. We had right there ELO.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
that's
Well,
all I got.
Evil woman.
That's all I got. So let's talk New York Times bestsellers.
Okay. So this week on the New York Times bestsellers lists for hardcover young adult fiction, this is the fiction for all the cool young adults, all the cool teens, and we're cool because
Hey,
we're talking
Daddy-O,
about it.
I need the latest young adult fiction.
Yeah.
Like Nowsville.
Yeah, chillax.
Yeah.
It's coming at you
Yeah.
at a groovy speed.
Yeah.
Do kids still talk like that?
Oh, definitely.
Okay, they have to.
They do have
If they want to be cool.
Yeah.
So number 10, 3 weeks on the list, we just ordered our copy. The Last Magician by Lisa Maxwell. We've talked about this. We don't know if it's anybody from The Cursed Child.
We don't. Might be.
Yeah, we don't know if it's
Certainly might be.
a street magician, maybe. He's the last street magician. All the street magicians have been arrested
I like the
or killed.
I like
and
the
he's the
sound of all
last
this.
street magician. And
Could
he's
be.
coming up. He's starting a street magician rebellion.
Yeah.
And he's going to take down this this empire
Yeah.
with street magic.
I think we have to assume that everything you're saying is exactly true. So,
Number 9, Lady Midnight. I can't stand this. It's still here by Cassandra Clare.
Lady Midnight.
Yeah.
Has it got any checkouts?
1
Or
2.
Is that true?
Yeah. Why don't you check out?
I will
yeah.
check.
Let's really pull back the curtain here. This is Where It Ends by Merrick.
All right. Added to the collection March 21st, 2016.
Okay.
In that time, we've had
2 checkouts.
1
Oh my word.
checkout.
This has been on the New York Times bestsellers list for 54 weeks.
Here's weird.
We live on an island.
Bath. The Bath Library.
We don't need to talk.
If I might be so bold.
Yes.
Have had it for a shorter amount of time.
Uh-huh.
13 checkouts.
Cool. Listen,
So
I don't know why you're doing this on air.
I'm just curious.
Yeah.
But you know what?
If you're wondering how little business we actually do. All right.
It's weird.
New this
Actually,
week.
most of them are right around us, though. It's like a 5 and under. For
I
most
think
of
it's the
them, so.
size. It's massive.
Yeah. I've said it before. Those are confusing series.
Yes.
Unless
I
you're
don't
like
know
in
if it's
it to win
connected
it.
to the city
I
of
don't
Bones.
either.
So
People have asked me about those before, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right. Number 8. This
Yep.
is, I already said this is where. Number 7,
Okay.
Solo by Kwame Alexander
Uh-huh.
and Mary Rand Hess. The difficult life of a 17-year-old rock star who goes on a journey to Ghana, told in poetic verse.
Okay.
Kwame Alexander wrote Crossover
Okay.
and oh geez.
Yeah, I remember those.
The soccer one.
Yeah.
And they're also in verse.
I can't remember what it's called.
So we have our copy here. Number 6, Crazy House by Gabrielle Chabonet. Oh, and looks like
Crazy House.
Chabonet has a co-writer,
James
Mr.
Patterson?
James Patterson.
Oh, no.
Yep.
I was just kidding.
We got our copy of that as well. And we also got our copy of this. Number 5, new this week, Miles Morales, Spider-Man by Jason Reynolds.
The soccer one is called Booked
Yes.
by Kwame Alexander. Yes, this Miles Morales thing, as listeners may recall, I tried to read this book when we got advanced,
Uh-huh.
and it was just so dull. It was
Yeah.
just so dull. But it might have some interest.
Yeah, we'll have
It's
to
a
see.
good time. Let me ask you one more question, though.
Yeah.
Did kids like this Spider-Man movie? I haven't really heard much about that. It
It's-
doesn't really seem like it's
this-
doing much for kids.
So Spider-Man Homecoming
Yeah.
has now made more money than either of the Andrew Garfield movies domestically.
Yeah, I mean, I've
And
had a lemonade
it's
stand that's made
now-
more than those.
It's now the second highest grossing Spider-Man movie
Mm-hmm.
in America. And part of that is that
Behind Spider-Man 3, right?
yes, part of that is because when it came out this summer, there was then no other real big like family friendly
Yeah.
movies to go to unless you count Valerian, and I wouldn't take my kid to Valerian because I would hopefully love my kids. and I
Right.
want them to see
Yeah,
good movies.
no, you don't want that at all.
So I think that's played a big role. So I think lots of kids have been going to it.
Okay.
I
right.
think you and I just don't travel the same Twitter feeds or Reddits or
As
I don't know.
children?
where-
No, I don't think so either.
Snapchats.
I just thought
don't
maybe
know.
you'd heard. It
No,
doesn't seem like our Spider-Man stuff has increased in popularity since that movie
That's
came
weird
out.
because I went to go check out Spider-Man: Birth of Venom and Spider-Man: Maximum Carnage.
All
and
right,
neither
but
one
that's-
were.
you're talking about adults. I'm talking about kid stuff.
I don't know. I guess we'll see. Miles Morales is going to be interesting because I don't know how many people are totally aware that he is also Spider-Man.
Right.
Especially certain kids.
He's been in...
He was only referenced in the movie slightly.
Right.
Because the character says he has a nephew, and his uncle is a character in the comics as well. So, we'll see.
I feel like he's been on a couple of shows.
Yeah. Number 4, Once and For All by Sarah Dessen. Number 3, Lord of Shadows by Cassandra Clare. Now, you had an internship with Lord of Shadows.
I did, yeah.
How did that go? It was only like 2 weeks.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Yeah.
You know, it was just a lot more like I had to commit myself forever.
Yeah.
You know, I had to like swear a blood oath. And it was like, I'm not even getting paid for this. Yeah. And like, it looks great on a resume, but like, eternal damnation.
Yeah.
I just, not for me.
Yeah. Nick Gunning, Intern of Shadows.
Yeah.
Number 2, One of Us is Lying by Karen M. McManus. I ordered this. I thought I had, but we didn't have it. So it's on its way. This is for 5 students.
Is it me?
A detour in detention ends in murder.
Oh, no.
You know what's murder? Telling your parents you got detention.
Oh.
Number 1, The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas. So this is a 16-year-old girl who sees a police officer kill her friend. Ours is always checked out. This has been here for 23 weeks, and apparently it's on its 16th printing.
It's pretty good.
So I just ordered us 2 more copies of this.
Yeah, good thinking.
Thank you. You know what else I've been thinking?
What?
What if...
This isn't going to be good.
No, what if...
I'm telling you right now,
what
it's
if
not
there were
gonna be good.
popsicles?
Okay. I love popsicles, so sure.
But the popsicles... Oh, jeez. Were also...
Don't... You can't come up with a good popsicle idea?
I guess it's already been done.
Okay.
I can't think of anything.
All right.
You come up with a good popsicle idea at the end of this
I'm not
list.
the one on trial here.
Okay. Wait, they're popsicles, but they're also drumsticks. Like, not ice cream drums. They're drumsticks that when you hit against something, they make
so
sounds.
stupid. That's
the wrapper of the popsicle.
You sound like an idiot.
No, it's a Freezy Pop.
Just stop
Hold on. The Freezy Pop wrapper, when you bang it against a surface, it makes a drum sound.
I guess I did egg you on a little bit. I should take some credit
You don't
for
think
this.
Freeze Pop drumsticks?
No, I think that's literally the stupidest thing I've ever
I'm
heard.
about to become a billionaire, and you don't want to get on the ground floor of this?
I don't.
I am not going to remember you at the top.
Wow.
If I do, it's to put a hit out on
my
you
gosh.
as the one person who doubted me.
Oh my gosh.
Listeners, I'm seeking crowdfunding
That
money
is
for
serious.
my Freeze Pop drumstick copy patent.
Nobody wants that.
Freeze Pop's drumsticks copy patent.
Move on.
Okay.
Move along.
New York Times bestsellers list for the hardcover adult fiction.
Here we go.
Now, this is very adult.
These are my people.
Yeah, don't let kids read this. Mainly because they'll be interested in Murder Games by James Patterson and Howard Ruffin. But also you could give them Hunger Games if they were really into murder games.
That's true.
So, number 9 is new this week. I think we've talked about this.
Okay.
Crime Scene by Jonathan Kellerman and Jesse Kellerman.
Oh, yes.
Jesse Kellerman is daughter?
Yeah, we had to figure that out.
Okay.
Yep. And we did.
And you just read a Kellerman book? No,
No.
you read something else.
Whew.
Flamingo Island. Flamingo.
Did you say Island?
Yeah. A lot of people say that.
No one says that. That's insane.
Well.
That Flamingo book was not by Jonathan Kellerman.
Okay. Number 8 new this week, Mrs. Fletcher by Tom Perrotta.
Angela Lansbury's Mrs. Fletcher?
I don't think so.
You're not sure, though.
A divorced woman.
You can't say for sure, though.
A divorced woman has a sexual awakening in the digital age.
Look out.
So is this Angela Lansbury's?
It very well could be.
Jessica Fletcher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it? That's all you got?
No, I'm at number 7. I just wanted to know if you thought Murder, She Wrote could go this direction.
I definitely do. Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Is this also part of your fan fiction universe?
No. No.
Number
I can't
7.
take credit for that.
A Gentleman to Moscow by Immortals.
Yep.
Number 6, Into the Water by Paula Hawkins. Been staying strong for 14 weeks.
Doing good.
Number 5, Paradise Valley by C.J. Box.
Take me down to a paradise valley.
I'm surprised you know that song.
Yeah, I know things.
Do you know who it's by? I'm so
No, I don't. Who is it?
It's Guns N' Roses.
Okay.
Number
makes
4,
sense.
House of Spies by Daniel Silva.
Yep.
We've talked about that
You
already.
did it.
Number 3, so this has been here for 2 weeks now.
Okay.
The Lying Game by Ruth Ware, who, again, you mentioned.
Yeah. Agatha Christie of our times.
Agatha Christie of our times.
Yeah.
My wife was very angry.
She
at that.
was, I know.
She said, "Shut your mouth."
Yeah, she sure did.
Yeah, you know the cover of this and the font. We've talked about this, how it's reminiscent of Girl on the Train, but something more about the cover makes it look like young adult.
Lying Game. You mean Woman in Cabin 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did I say?
You said Girl on the Train.
Oh. You're right. This looks like the woman in Kevin 10. This cover, like the art style and then the font of the Ruth Ware name and everything, it looks like it would be a young adult book. It looks like a young adult dystopian book.
I get that.
Something.
I see that.
So, number 2, Camino Island by John Grisham. And number 1, The Late Show by Michael Connelly.
I picked that up, and it was so boring.
Did you pick it up because you were hoping it had something to do with
Letterman? Absolutely, yeah. He's not in it at all, though.
They don't even mention him.
But they just announced that Letterman's going to have a little talk show on Netflix.
Yeah, cool.
So I might have to get Netflix now.
Yeah, you have to get the internet.
No, they'll send me the discs. I'll ask them.
You're going to get the disc of this weekly show.
The weekly Letterman show, yeah. Yeah, just move it along.
Yeah. You just got to ask George R.R. Martin how he does it.
Yeah.
So
I will.
By not writing Game of Thrones novels.
He devotes all his time to
writing other novels.
Writing those, yeah. All right, is that it? Is that it for the New York Times bestseller list?
Yeah. Go on.
Were you going to say something dark about George R.R. Martin?
He's not a young guy.
He's not.
And
not
he still
in great
has
shape,
one
if
more
we're being
book
honest.
after this.
Is that true?
Yes.
2 more?
Yeah,
boy.
5 books out. He has 7 books planned.
Brandon Sanderson, you might want to call your agent.
No kidding. I don't think Sanderson would. I don't know how much I never hear Sanderson talk about Game of Thrones.
No.
I don't know who would take it over either.
I don't either.
That'd
HBO.
be rough. But I mean, it does feel like we're coming up to a Wheel of Time situation here.
Yeah.
But what do you do too after the show?
Yeah.
Does the ending? You
be
almost
awkward.
have to do a completely different ending to.
Yeah.
It's a weird thing.
It is weird.
What a
It is
strange
weird.
world.
I know.
What a strange world HBO is wrought.
I know.
What a timeline we're
all
in.
this talk about fantasy novels is a perfect transition
Sure
into our
is.
talk on the Hugo Awards.
The Hugo Awards.
The Hugo
These
Awards.
are Nick's favorite awards. He has been reading through the list, the best novels for a while now, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No, that's you. That's you. I am interested in the Hugo Awards, and I will say that Hugo Awards I tend to take a little bit more seriously than other awards because
Such as?
well, like we talked about with some of the earlier things, like the Pulitzer, for example,
Yes.
seems like it's really like it's not necessarily that it's timeless and amazing so
Right.
much as like timely
Yes.
and important.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of awards like that recognize something specific, but I don't think it always means this is going to have mass appeal.
Right.
And I think usually it's the opposite. Where you have something like the Hugo, which is fan driven,
Yeah.
the whole purpose is like what is the best in this genre, and the judges are people who love that genre. I mean, I think that's something that
I voted one year.
it's a pretty good mark of assurance that it's at the very least appealing to a group that likes that genre.
Yeah.
And I don't think you can say that for a lot of other awards. So,
In my opinion,
yep.
it's a little snooty
Okay.
lately.
Oh,
the
no.
past 10 years.
Oh, no.
The past 10 years has been a little snooty.
Okay.
But that also just means that's, the winners, that's what the majority is enjoying right now.
Yeah.
We've had a lot of stuff. And it's not like, oh, I don't want this like kind of heady poetic fantasy novel. I prefer to read like a big action-packed space opera. Well, we have millions of those.
We do.
We have plenty. We have decades and decades of those books. So it's not like those are no longer available to us. And plenty have won the Hugo Awards.
Yeah.
So I think it's just a sign of the times.
Well, before we dig into the Hugo Awards, let me tell you a little bit about the Hugo Awards from the horse's mouth. You can find all this information at HugoAwards.org, but I will tell you the Hugo Awards were presented annually since 1955.
Yeah.
They're science fiction's most prestigious award. The Hugo Awards are voted on by members of the World Science Fiction Convention, which is also responsible for administering them.
And they actually have legal rights to Jupiter.
Do they? Jupiter Ascending?
Oh, geez.
They can have them. The Hugo Awards are trademarked by the World Science Fiction Society, an unincorporated literary society which sponsors the annual World Science Fiction Convention and the Hugo Awards. WSFS is really just a framework for the individual Worldcons. It has no officers and no permanent organizations other than the Mark Protection Committee, which is responsible for registering and defending WSFS's trademarks, and its marketing subcommittee, which runs this website. That was so boring.
Yeah.
That
But
was so boring.
we're legally protected now.
Yeah.
So.
Now we've said all about it.
Now the fun starts.
Yep. Let's break in. All right. So now, Eric,
Uh-huh.
you've been going through just sort of slowly over the years,
Yes.
reading some of the past
Best novels.
Yes. And have you found that to be a good experience? Do you typically like them?
Yes. There's only every now and then I'm like, oh boy, this is rough. Because there's the Philip K. Dick Award. There's the Nebula Award and there's the Hugo Award. But like you said, the Hugo one is considered like the bigger one. Yeah, I mean, a lot of classics here. What happens is when you have like multiple awards like those three, just doing the same genre, you end up getting lots of like they all vote the best of the year.
Right.
So Ender's Game and Neuromancer, they win both Nebula and Hugo Award and stuff. But yeah, I find they have been really good. Starship Troopers was great. Forever War was great. Ender's Game, Hyperion. I mean, I could go on.
All right.
Startide Rising. I could go on.
But mostly you like them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I have, like I said, I only found a few that are a little dull. But it's good because it would be harder to go back. Like, if you were just starting out and you didn't have this kind of direction, you're like, I want to read some like classic 70s science fiction. Like, where would you start,
Okay.
And I feel like if you started just picking stuff up and it was bad, that might kill it.
Okay.
So at least with this, you have an idea of like, this is considered the best in these era. And then you can even take that and go places with it. Like,
Right.
oh, I like this author, so I'll take a break from the list and go read more of his stuff. Or maybe I like stuff that was going on this year, so I'll read some of the nominations.
Okay.
So
Let's go through and let's save best novel for last. So let's
we're
start
gonna go
towards
to
the
the
bottom of the
bottom
list. Start with best dramatic presentation short form.
you don't want to talk about fan cast? We weren't even nominated.
No, we weren't.
Okay.
So short form it's kind of a loose category. It seems like most often
For best
it is
dramatic?
best dramatic presentation short form.
It's like,
Because I see we have an album on here. We have some TV episodes. Have you seen
do.
any of these things? I know my wife watched the Return of Dr. Mysterio, the Doctor Who episode.
yes.
I haven't seen it.
Wait, Dr. Mysterio from wrestling?
No, that's Rey Mysterio.
Oh, he's not a doctor yet.
No, he's not. He's
Okay.
still working his
4
way.
more years.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, normally I think it's generally TV shows.
Yeah.
When it's on, Star Trek used to own
Sweep
this.
it?
Yeah, used
Yeah.
to have everything here.
The City on the Edge of Forever.
Yes.
One.
Yes. But yeah, I think sometimes people nominating forget certain things can be in here, like albums.
Yeah.
Are very much something that can be on this album. I mean, be on in this category. So it's Splendor and Misery by Clipping. I'm not familiar with this, but maybe I'll check it out now that I see it. You have Game of Thrones, The Door. That was a pretty sad episode. Game of Thrones, Battle of the Bastards. That was okay, but its battle was actually a lesser battle than some of the previous ones. The big one on the wall, that was intense. You didn't even...
No, I don't know anything about it.
That was like a primo year for TV.
Yeah.
All right, The Expanse by Leviathan Wake. Not by. Leviathan Wake. So I think that must be the pilot episode.
All right.
I think, but I could be wrong. But that's the show. We have the first. We just got the second season.
Yep. Now, you've read these books.
I've read the first 2 books.
First 2 books.
Yes.
Yep. I haven't read them yet. So the TV series apparently getting high marks here from the Hugo Awards because The Expanse, Leviathan Wakes won this category.
Yeah,
congratulations.
I did watch the pilot, but it's tricky because I don't know. I don't know where it might start ruining stuff for me.
Yeah, I know that is hard.
I watched the pilot, and actually, a character who doesn't show up until the second book is already there.
Oh, okay.
So
Interesting.
No, so Leviathan Wakes is episode 10 of the first season.
All right,
so I haven't
interesting.
watched it, so I wonder what that is.
You got to dig in.
What happens in there?
Best dramatic presentation long form. This was an easy guess, but I did call it in our last episode. So we'll save it.
I did
Let's
think
talk
it would
about
go
the
to
others.
someone else. So Stranger Things, the whole season.
Yep.
I wonder why they can do that as opposed to just an episode.
I don't know. It's a good question.
Maybe because it was released all at once.
Could be. Yeah.
Or maybe because you can do it if it's complete I'm not sure. But anyways, the first season of Stranger Things, which is only 8 episodes anyway. Rogue One, which I don't think ever had a chance.
No,
but
I don't
it's Star
either.
Wars, so it
I
has to
don't
be
either.
nominated. Ghostbusters was never going to win.
No.
Deadpool, no way. Was that going to win? So you had Hidden Figures and Arrival.
Yeah.
And I thought it was kind of strange Hidden Figures is there, but I mean, it's in the field. You get it.
Well, Apollo 13 was, right, at the time?
Oh, maybe it was, yeah.
It seems like it's...
But yes, if you're going pure off of what science fiction, it's no surprise that Arrival won.
Yep, Arrival, screenplay by Eric Heiserer, based on a short story by Ted Chiang.
That was a date night for you.
It was. Yeah. No, it wasn't really. We went with, my wife's sisters and everything.
Oh, I thought it was just you and your wife.
No.
Oh, sorry.
No, but I did love that movie. Let me tell you, we were very impressed with that movie. I want to see it again. I've only seen it the one time in theaters.
You ever see Contact?
Did you like it?
I did, but it was a depressing time in the world as I was watching.
Contact with Jodie Foster I have not seen.
It's not dissimilar from Arrival. They're trying to figure out how to make contact.
I see.
And it's the same kind of like, how do you make contact with an alien being like this?
Yeah.
So, but you enjoyed it. You would have given it to Arrival here, too.
Congratulations, Arrival.
I still need to watch. Did you watch it in figures?
No, I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen Stranger Things either, and I really want to see that.
Yeah, I don't know if the first season is available yet.
Best graphic story. So graphic novels. Here's our wheelhouse.
Little fun fact about Nick and myself.
Yeah.
We have never read a graphic novel story, so we have to use this list.
Is totally new.
To figure out what to read. Actually, we have read some stuff, and I think you even read.
I read a couple of these.
Yeah.
All right, so here are the ones that I've read that were nominated. Black Panther Volume 1, A Nation Under Our Feet.
Right, you
by
read that, and I
Ta-Nehisi
didn't.
Coates. I was a little underwhelmed by it. I thought it was uneven.
Conceptually, is it interesting?
Well, yes, but it was one of those situations where there were mystical elements, and I felt like they played them up too much to not like dive into that a little bit more. So I either wanted them to just save it until you're ready to deal with it, or dive in. So I thought it was a little uneven there, but everybody else likes it.
Sure.
Paper Girls Volume 1 by Brian K. Vaughan.
Which we both like.
I know, I loved that. I read the first two, and I think the third one we don't have yet.
It just came out.
Yeah, but it's out. So those are the only two I've read. The others on the list, Ms. Marvel Volume 5, super famous.
I only read the first volume recently, but my wife still really likes this series, so she's read this one.
Saga Volume 6.
I might have read that. I can't. I think I'm there. So I think that was the last one I read, and it was pretty good.
All right. The Vision, Volume 1, Little Worse Than a Man.
Yeah.
And our winner, Monstrous, Volume 1,
and I have been seeing
Awakening,
this everywhere.
written by Marjorie Liu. I've seen it too.
She writes young adult books. She writes the Legendary series and the new one, the Young Elites.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I have. We should probably get this then,
we should.
Because
absolutely
it does keep showing up on like. Do you like this? You'll probably like Monstrous.
I thought that was YA though.
The graphic novel?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe it is.
I think it is.
We should just order a copy and see what it's about.
We should.
Yeah. This list has been kind of samey.
Yeah.
Well, I guess not. Saga and Ms. Marvel have been here like every year since they've been out. Brian K. Vaughan is no stranger to this list either, so he's often picked. He's on here twice.
Good for you, Brian.
Saga and
Something
Girls.
else, Paper Girls.
So
that's
best
right.
related work.
I don't know what that means.
So this is another place that you could technically have like an album. Or
oh,
something.
okay.
So this is something more about the genre.
Okay.
Related to science fiction and fantasy, but not necessarily sci-fi and fantasy. So you see here, you got the Geek Feminist Revolution. You got the Princess Diarist by Carrie Fisher.
Oh yeah.
Travelers of the World.
I've loved her other books. I haven't read that yet though.
The View from the Cheap Seats by Neil Gaiman. The Women of Harry Potter. The Women of Harry Potter Post. And the winner, which is Words Are My Matter, Writings About Life and Books, 2000-2016 by Ursula K. Le Guin, who wrote the Earthsea novels and many other Hugo-winning novels as well. So, and a lot of kids' books as well. So yeah,
all right.
I think this is how they get the things they like that are about it, but they can't give best novel.
Okay. All right.
So short stories. So I only ever did these like shorter stuff that one year when I voted, because you get all of them in a digital package. So The City Born Great by N.J. Jemisin.
N.K. Jemisin, yeah.
N.K. I said N.J.?
You did.
Oh. A Fist of Perminations in Lightning and Wildflowers by Alyssa Wong. Our Talons Can Crush Galaxies by Brooke Balladander. Did I say that? Ballander.
That sounds right.
Ballander.
Yeah.
The Game We Played During the Night by Carrie Vaughn. And An Unimaginable Light by John C. Wright. But the winner was none of those. The winner was Seasons of Glass and Iron by Amal El-Matar.
I've actually read this. And
Seriously?
and I thought it was great.
How did you read this?
Really impressed by it. Most of these are available online. That one,
So
I can't remember where.
When you saw it, you just checked it out?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
And you really liked it?
I did, yeah. I haven't read any other ones, but this I was very impressed by. I don't want to... It's an allegory for something else, and I don't want to give away
the
what.
short stories usually are.
Yeah, because it comes around in the end. But I thought it was very... I don't know, it was very well written. It was short. It had two characters, sort of alternated perspective. And it just really worked. I was impressed by it, and it made me want to check out more by this author.
All right. I'm terrible at reading short stories.
Are you?
Like, I just don't. There's just
I
so
don't
many
like
good
short
ones.
story collections, but to just, pick
Yeah.
up one.
Cool.
yeah,
Well, I'm
I
glad
thought this was pretty good.
you read it then.
Yeah, most of these, again, you can find these all at the website, which is HugoAwards.org, and then it'll tell you where they're originally at.
Yeah, most publishers will put, like Tor, like you said,
Yeah.
will put theirs up there for you to read.
Yep.
And then I guess they must collect them.
At some
the
point.
publishers
Yeah,
do.
they must go somewhere. Yep.
All right, do you want to read the novelettes?
Sure.
These would be, I guess another way you could say best novelette is best bookshot.
Yeah, I think you would.
These are sci-fi
That would
bookshots.
probably. Yep. Yeah, and I don't know.
Hold on.
See, a lot of these are also coming. Oh, I see. One is self-published. Interesting.
How would you like it if it was called Space Shots?
It's pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah.
We can't read the first one because it's by Styx Hiscock, and he's pretty notorious online for the
Oh yeah. Yeah.
for his type of book. He writes a very specific type of book.
I don't think. I'll just tell you that it's called Alien Stripper, and then there's more to it that I won't read.
Later includes a T-Rex.
It does. The Art of Space Travel by Nina Allen.
Nice.
Oh, I thought you could do the next one. Sorry.
Oh, The Jewel and Her... Oh, you son of a... and Her Lapidary.
All right.
By Fran Wilde.
Touring with the Alien by Carolyn Ives Gilman.
You'll surely drown here if you stay. By my mother. I want to swim, Mom.
Really?
No, by Alyssa Wong.
Okay. All right.
Okay, and the winner, Nick.
If
I had one of
did you
those
say
Freezy
that-
Pops, I could do a
I'm the
drum
winner?
roll right now.
The Tomato Thief by Ursula Vernon.
Yeah. You know what? I know this is like supposed to be speculative fiction.
Yeah.
But this is a real problem. I've been trying to grow tomatoes for 10 years.
Have you? Wow.
And I have been hunted by the same tomato thief. He's my hamburglar, if you will.
That originally appeared in Apex magazine. Often these are available online, so you probably can check it out if you Google
That's
it.
another thing. I wish I had like the ability, analog or like the
Asimov
magazine,
Yeah,
the sci-fi magazine, because that's where a lot of the
I'll
short
get you a
stories get
subscription.
published. Thanks, man.
Yeah, you're welcome. All right, best novella.
These would be Bookshot Collection.
Yeah, Bookshop Plus. Bookshop Plus. The Census Taker by China Myville.
A Taste of Honey by K. Ashend Wilson.
Penrick and the Shaman by Lois McMaster Bujold, who's won many a Hugo Award.
Yes. The Dream Quest. Oh, of Elite Bowie?
Whatever.
Bowie by Kij Johnson.
The Ballad of Black Tom by Victor Laval.
Do you think that's the same X-Men character named Black Tom who usually has
absolutely don't.
wood-related powers?
I don't think
it's
so.
I'll grow this tree, X-Men.
No, that seems not.
He hangs out with the Juggernaut. You know who I'm talking about.
I know who the Juggernaut is.
He's the brother of Banshee.
Okay, sure.
Sean Cassidy.
Banshee's brother.
Black Tom Cassidy.
The brother of Sean Cassidy is David Cassidy of the Partridge Family. And I don't think he has any powers like that.
Oh, I have to show you a song because it sounds like the Partridge Family.
Okay.
Anyway, the winner, Every Heart a Doorway by Sheenan Maguire.
Okay. And here it is, the one we've all been waiting for.
Yeah.
Best Novel, the 2017 Hugo Award-winning Best Novel.
Yeah.
Here are some of its
Can
competitors.
we get a Freezy Pop drum roll, please?
Yes. Two Like the Lightning by Ada Palmer.
You just too like it.
Nine Fox Gambit by Yoon Ha Lee. Death's End by Sixin Liu.
So Death's End is book 3.
Oh.
And this is the first book won the Hugo Award a few years back, and that's the 3-body problem.
Okay.
Which you also have just ordered.
I
the
have,
whole trilogy
yes.
for.
It Closed in Common Orbit by Becky Chambers. All the Birds in the Sky by Charlie Jane Anders. And the winner...
Go ahead.
Okay. The Obelisk Gate by N.K. Jemisin.
This is book 2.
Book 2.
Yes, of this series. So when I finish the 5th season, by my own law of Hugo winner reading, I have to read this one.
That's
even
your
though
law.
I was like, oh, I'll just be done with this.
Yeah.
You
have
had something to say? Go ahead.
Oh, no. It's just when we were talking about this last time, when we were talking about the nominees, we were debating whether or not sequels and like middle entries in series really stood a chance at winning. And it seems like
Sometimes
it doesn't
they
matter.
do,
You know, it seems like that is not.
I don't like it when they do. I prefer I would prefer going to like if it is a series and a book 1.
Yeah.
Because it's like a new thing. I don't really care for books past the first series.
Okay.
But I mean, some of the better ones are like.
It seems to me like they don't really have much in here. I know, like The Wheel of Time, for example, was nominated or won.
The book never No books were
But
ever.
the full series
was nominated and didn't win. No.
Didn't win.
It lost to Ancillary Justice.
It seems like there should be some category for series. Completed series. If a series completes in that year, then it can go up for it, and they don't really do that.
Well, yeah,
I think that would be interesting.
That's the rule. If the series is completed and no other book in that series was nominated,
right? But it seems like there should just be a series category.
Yeah,
doesn't it?
Yeah, but I guess then it's kind of like what we have to do here at the library. What's a series versus a trilogy?
Yeah, that's true.
Because we. Like in our children's section, if a book's a trilogy, we just keep it together. Yeah. But if a book starts going like past 5 books, we're like, okay, this is a series, and we put it in a different section. Yeah. But some sci-fi writers, they just like, oh yeah, this is the universe I write in now. Yeah. Like
David
Brandon
Weber,
Sanderson's, his Mistborn books. Mm-hmm. It was a trilogy. Then he wrote a standalone, and now there's a new trilogy. Oh, okay. So it's just kind of
Well, David Weber has his whole Honor Harrington honor verse, which is all over the place. So.
Yeah, it's tricky. Again, I'm not familiar with, and I'm only just reading N.K. Jemisin now. So, and I need to read The Three-Body Problem as well by Ken Lau. I'm sorry, it's translated by Ken Lau. It's by Sinzin Liu. It's weird I pronounced the same spelling name differently a second time.
Yeah. We were discussing this before we started recording, but it's worth mentioning. This is this the highest ever percentage of female authors winning?
It has to be.
It sure seems like it.
Yeah, articles were talking about how they swept this year. Yes, this, as you might not have picked up just by my bad pronunciations, basically all the book awards.
Yeah, the writing winners.
All the writing winners, at least from, graphics to short stories and up, those are all female writers. So
yeah, and some of the ones we didn't even mention: best editor, long form, best professional artist. I mean, a vast majority.
I feel bad now for saying the snooty thing because I say snooty. I think it's just they're different books than what I normally prefer.
What in
this genre? I said the past couple of years. It's gotten a little bit snootier.
Okay, so you're just saying it's like a personal preference thing.
Yes, but I mean it is good. There's still good books. Because The Wind-Up Girl probably, when you read about it, you're like, oh, this sounds a little snooty. Mm-hmm. But it's not. I think people are just taking conventions more and playing around with them. Okay. Yeah.
Well, as Eric said, a lot of these have already been ordered if we didn't have them already. Certainly the winners will be around, so you can take a look for them here. And as always, if we don't have it in our collection, one of our pals in Southern Theater Library System will have it, and we'll get it for you. So if you're interested in any or all of these, let us know, and we will get them into your greedy little hands.
I should say,
yes,
the first book, the 5th season.
Okay.
It's good.
Is this Jemisin we're talking about? N.K. Jemisin?
I'm just not loving it. But
okay.
If you're looking for new fantasy, it's still probably worth recommending.
Okay.
It's kind of like Ancillary Justice. Like I didn't really understand it, so I didn't like it. But that one, and now we have that trilogy, and it seems to be popular. Ancillary Justice, Ancillary Sword. You know the one I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do. Yeah. Yep.
All right.
All right. Closing shop on the Hugos then.
Just because I don't get it doesn't mean it's snooty.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of done.
I agree
with this.
Whoa.
Stuff.
Real truth.
Yeah.
All right, so we're kind of at our end of summer, so everything's winding down. Our last Tuesdays on the Terrace is happening on the 15th. So if you're listening to this before, come for the barbecue bandits. They'll be here serving lunch on the terrace.
Stay for the barbecue books.
Yes, exactly. I couldn't have said it better. Thursday the 17th is our tea party.
Ah, yes, our Fancy Nancy tea party.
That's right.
That is reservation only.
It
so
is.
There's only a few slots left. So if you are looking to do it, call us here at the David A. Howe Public Library, and we'll sign you up, or at least put you on the waiting list if there is no more space.
Absolutely, and that's catered by the Duke House.
Yes.
So they're going to do a great job for us. Yes. Following that at 2:30, the tea party's a Paris theme.
Yeah.
So we're going to be showing the Pixar film Ratatouille at 2:30, which I've never seen.
I thought we were going to show Meg Ryan's French Kiss.
Oh, Kevin Kline.
Kevin
yeah,
Kline.
We
Meg
should.
Ryan, French Kiss.
We
Matthew
should.
Broderick's not in that.
Yeah, I think he is.
Okay.
Isn't he your husband?
Maybe he is.
I don't know. I guess I wouldn't put money on that. Saturday the 19th at 3:30. Our Saturday family matinee is Lilo and Stitch, and that is at 3:30. I mentioned book clubs already. You can always join us for those. We got a lot of fun stuff coming up in the coming months. Our first concert of the year, August 31st.
Boom.
Marsden and Stax, very talented duo of guys, play a million instruments. It's going to be a really interesting show. I always love it when they're swapping instruments all the time.
Yeah.
You know, you ever see I saw this one band once where they just kind of like kept passing the instruments around in a circle.
Was it
so
Stomp?
interesting? It wasn't Stomp.
Okay.
No. But that's our first concert on the 31st at 7:00 down in the auditorium. So we hope you'll join us for that.
You've never seen Lilo and Stitch, is that right?
That is true.
That's crazy.
That's correct.
So much Elvis in it.
I know.
It's almost like a posthumous Elvis film release.
Yeah, it's Elvis's greatest film. Just kidding. That's Change of Habit.
Maybe a song from Change of Habit?
Change of Habit. This one. Rubberneckin' also, which was remixed when they were doing that for a while. Rubberneckin's a big one.
Okay.
Do you want me to say Rubberneckin'
No,
over there? Okay, you're good. All right. Guess who the female lead in that? Guess who plays opposite Elvis in that movie? Mary Tyler Moore.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, it's true. And now I can't remember his name. Ed Asner plays a cop.
Oh,
so,
wow.
A lot of good stuff going on. I don't know why I'm promoting Change of Habit.
Yeah.
We're not showing.
We're showing
it.
Lilo and Stitch. Lilo and Stitch is the first time I ever heard Burning Love.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting. I'm definitely going to put Change of Habit on the. Maybe I'll make it a senior matinee.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Those cats will love it.
And you'll be like, you're going to tell
great.
our auditorium workers to get out of town. You're running the show
yeah,
today.
Yeah, I don't need your services aren't required.
Yeah.
What you need is a change of habit.
The DVD broke down. Looks
Here's
like I'll
what's
have
so
to
clever
reenact
about it. The plot of Change of Habit.
Oh boy.
Mary
He
Tyler
has a
Moore
habit.
and a couple of nuns.
Yep.
They go basically undercover to see if they can reach people just in street clothes. So what she needs
the change
is
of
a change of habit. Oh, if I haven't sold this movie, then your heart's a stone.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So this is Sister Act Part 3.
Yeah, pretty much. It's a prequel. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. It's Mother Superior. Back when
In her
she's
younger
young.
years.
Yeah, when she's young. Yeah.
Dang.
Anyway. I guess that's all I got, unless you want to talk. We can talk about Easy Come, Easy Go.
No.
Elvis is a Navy frogman. He's on shore leave for a while. It's pretty good.
No.
Kid Galahad, he's a boxer. Kissing Cousins, there's 2 Elvises. Do you want me to keep going?
No.
Viva Las Vegas.
I don't
Let me
want
just
you
say
to
Viva
keep
Las Vegas with Anne Margaret is
I
great.
gave you Dr. Quinn
You should
Medicine
check
Woman
it out.
earlier today. You gotta.
You're right. Tickle Me, weird. Live a Little, Love a Little will terrify you. I'm not even kidding. There's this whole dream scene where there's this weird talking. It's a man in a dog costume, like talking and singing, and it is genuinely spooky.
Okay.
Not intended
This
to
is
be.
bogarting the mic.
I'm sorry.
This is a filibuster.
You're right.
Hold
A little
on.
less conversation is from Live a Little, Love a Little. So if you know that one, check
That's
it
what we
out.
could use right now.
Yeah,
You're
you're
right.
right. You're right.
Conversation. A little
Harem
bit more action,
Scarum,
baby.
Harem
Okay.
Scarum,
Yeah.
maybe.
Is there a Elvis movie / anything related to filibustering? Because that seems like
Where Elvis plays a lawyer? No,
no, but
that
maybe
never happened.
He just gets on stage. He just needs
Spin
to
Out's pretty good. Spin Out is him and Nancy Sinatra. Those boots are made for walking.
Oh, that's right. Because I got a crush on.
You have a huge crush on
1970s Nancy Sinatra.
Well, okay. If you want to put a date on it, that's fine.
I
All
would
right.
like to put on a date.
This has been our spotlight on the films of Elvis Presley.
See, this is the problem. What happens is you are the one who ends the show.
Yeah.
So if you don't want to,
Yeah.
would
Then
you
I just
talk
keep,
about
I just
Elvis
keep
for
going. I
hours?
just keep going.
Yeah,
All
blue
right.
suede clues.
Oh, there's a great new Elvis CD set out as well. All the earliest takes from Sun Records. So I'm probably going to get it. So you're probably going to listen to it a little bit with me. We got to stop talking about Elvis because
Yeah,
I
I
could
gotta
just
go run
I could just
Minecraft
go
for
on
some
and
kids.
on. All right, fine. We'll see you at episode 105.